Hello and welcome to assetyogi.com. This is Mukul and in this video I will explain about clear title. If you have ever applied for a bank loan, you would have noticed that banks usually ask for clear title. But most people don't understand what it actually means. In this video I will explain about clear title in detail and also give you a few additional tips on property documentation. So make sure to watch till the end and not miss on these useful tips. Let's get to the blackboard now.
When you are looking to buy a property, you must ensure that the title of the property is clear and it is absolutely free from all deficiencies. In this video, we will see what is clear title and how you can verify the title of a property. In simple terms, clear title is a title that defines absolute and clear ownership rights to the property owner or the seller. Sometimes title of a property can have certain deficiencies. For example, if mortgage payments are not made on time, then banks will have a charge on the title. And if property taxes are overdue, then municipal corporation will also have a charge. So these kind of deficiencies are called as cloud on the title. So these deficiencies on the title can be classified broadly under three categories. First is claim or dispute on property. For example, if there is a legal heir of previous owner, he may claim an interest in the property. For example, he may say that the previous owner who sold the property actually had only part ownership and this legal heir also had part ownership, so he also has an interest in the property. Similarly, there can be a dispute on the property and there can be certain judgments pending in the court. Then deficiencies on title can also happen because of certain liens. Basically, if there are mortgage overdues or if there are any loans against the property or if there are taxes overdue. Then there can be municipal liens also. For example, if there are certain deficiencies in the construction of the property and if the completion certificate or occupancy certificate is not yet taken. And then there can be mechanics lien if the contractor's payments are also overdue. For example, a repair and maintenance contractor is not yet paid. Then there can be other non-financial encumbrances also. For example, if there is a right of way in the property. Let's say the owner of the property has given a right of way to an adjacent plot which is landlocked. So this kind of deficiency can also happen in the title of the property. Then there can be other easements on the property. For example, power and water utilities may have right to use certain portion of the property to lay the pipelines or to lay the cables. Now a clear title will not have all these deficiencies and it will be free from any encumbrances, liens and disputes. Generally, title of a company is checked and verified during title search by a real estate attorney or a professional title search company. By conducting a title search, you can make sure that there are no liabilities, claims or disputes on the property and the seller is the absolute owner of the property. A thorough title search can also bring out any errors in the deed or any instance of forgery in the property documents. That is why clear title is also known as perfect title, absolute title, clean title, just title or good title. I hope you got an idea as to what is a clear title and why it is so important when you are planning to buy a property. Now let's see how you can check and verify the title of a property. You can either conduct the title search yourself or you can hire a real estate attorney or a professional title search company. And if you hire a professional company or a real estate attorney, they will produce an abstract of title which will be a summary of historical record of all the title transfers of the property. So during the title search, you have to check the original documents of the property. For example, you have to check the complete chain of title documents right from the first owner to the last owner who is the current seller of the property, and you have to check all the sale deeds, conveyance deeds, will or gift deed through whichever means the titles have transferred over the years. Sometimes it can happen through a foreclosure also if somebody has taken a mortgage and he has not been able to pay to the bank. So you can check the complete chain of title documents for last 30 to 40 years at least, and you can ask for more also, and all this record will be provided in the abstract of title by the real estate attorney or the title search company if you have hired a third party, or if you are doing it yourself, then you should also check all these documents. Then you should also check mortgage documents if the owner has taken a loan In that case, he should take NOC from the bank before selling the property. Then in a lot of states or jurisdictions, the government agencies provide a no encumbrance certificate which states that there are no legal claims or disputes on the property and there are no dues on any government agencies. So if possible, you should get this no encumbrance certificate also, and you should ask the seller to get it if he doesn't have it. Then a proper title search should also bring out any previous judgments or if there are any pending judgments on the property. For example, if there was a claim or dispute in the past and a judgment has been passed in favor of a previous owner, you should have a copy of that. And if there is a current case going on, then you should know about it and that should be reflected in the title. Then you should also check the property tax receipts, whether all the taxes are paid up to date, and you should check maintenance receipts also from the housing society so that you are absolutely sure that there are no tax and maintenance dues. Then you should also ask the seller to get NOC from RWA stating that there are no dues pending towards the association and that they don't have any problem in transferring the title from the seller to the new buyer. Then after checking all these original documents of the property, you should also get them verified from public records. For instance, agricultural land can be verified by checking the revenue records. Then registration of sale deed and conveyance deed of any residential, commercial or industrial property can be verified by visiting the registrar office. Then you can verify any kind of municipal liens by visiting the municipal corporation office, where you can check whether any taxes are overdue or whether any deficiencies in the construction of the property are there, if the completion certificate or occupancy certificate are not received by the property owner. Then you can check whether any dues are pending with the housing society and you can ask the Residents Welfare Association if there are any dues pending for a particular property that you are interested in. Now suppose the real estate attorney or title search company conducts a thorough title search and they highlight certain deficiencies in the title report. Then certain deficiencies can be corrected. Let us now see how to deal with a bad title or if there are any clouds on the title. Now certain deficiencies in the title can easily be corrected. For example, you can ask the seller to clear off the liens if there are any mortgage payments overdue or if there are any property tax dues or if there are certain municipal liens. For example, completion certificate or occupancy certificate was not given to the seller just because there was a small deficiency in the construction, and if the seller can correct it, then you can easily remove the deficiency in the title. And then if there are any dues to the Residents Welfare Association, the seller can easily clear them off, and if there are any mechanics lien, the seller can pay off the repair and maintenance contractor or the construction contractor. So these kind of payment issues or which are small deficiencies can be easily cleared by the seller of the property, and you can remove those deficiencies from the title search. Then sometimes there can be errors in the property documents. For example, if the mortgage is already paid by the owner but it is not reflected in the documents, or let's say sometimes in the sale deed of a property you will find there are two owners, let's say both of them are relatives, and one relative has already passed on his ownership right to the other owner, but that is not reflected in the property documents. So in such cases you can get help of a real estate attorney and get all these documents corrected and you can get a clear title. Then once all these deficiencies are corrected, you should also take a no encumbrance certificate from the state or the jurisdiction if that is possible. Then finally, certain deficiencies cannot be corrected easily. So if there are any disputes or third party claims on the property, it is better to avoid such a property. Now in certain cases, even after conducting a thorough title search, there can be certain deficiencies which can be overlooked, or there can be some deficiencies which crop up later on. So how do you deal with such deficiencies? So in such cases you can take a title insurance that will protect you against any defects in the property title. So it will protect you against any kind of defects that were probably overlooked during the title search, or let's say if there is an issue that crops up suddenly. For example, if there is a legal heir of a previous owner and he suddenly claims a title in the property, the title insurance will protect you against such claims. Now title insurance is not available in certain countries. In that case, you can get an affidavit signed from the seller that he is the absolute owner of the property and there is no security charge, liability or any form of lien and encumbrances on the property, and he will be liable to pay for any damages for any claims or disputes on the property that arise out of his negligence. I hope that after watching this video you now have a fair understanding as to what is a clear title, what is its importance, how do you check the property title, and how do you deal with deficiencies in the property title.
Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it interesting. There will be new videos on this channel every week, so don't forget to subscribe. Not subscribing yet? You really don't want to miss out on our latest investing tips that we share every week. So please subscribe. Hope you guys have fun. See you next time.